الحمد لله الذي لم يتئس ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا الحمد لله الذي لم يتئس ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من اهلي هارون اخي يرشد بي اشري واشرك في امري فان ذنبا كثيرا ونشكرك كثيرا انك كنت بنا بشيرا قال يتسلك يا موسى امين امين يا الله. We thank Allah for giving us another opportunity to be on the show that is spiritually endowed show using Islam, where we look at what is trending in society, then we take it from the youth perspective. How should the youth look at it? Then, because we believe that the youth, we are the engine, the life wire of every society, because if the use of a particular place is good, then there is a tendency that the society will be good. And if the youth are corrupt, automatically you cannot have any good or better development in that very particular place. Then people will now say that Nigeria has a greater number of youth. Then why are we backwarding? It's because our youth themselves, they were majority support. We don't have the piety, we don't have the fear of Almighty Allah. And the Almighty Allah has said it in different parts of the Quran that Uditun, Udina. When you work, he said that Uditun, Udina. If you come with what is good, then we are going to reciprocate it with what is good for you. And if you come with what is bad on the land, then Almighty Allah will reciprocate it with what is bad. That is why when people are saying that our government are not doing well, our leaders are not doing well, then you check the young ones, you check the followers too. Are we following the injunction of Allah? Do we have the piety of Almighty Allah? Therefore, if the youth are not fulfilled with the righteousness of Almighty Allah, with the fear of Almighty Allah, then what you are going to be expecting is the punishment of Almighty Allah. Then Almighty Allah will be giving you bad leaders. Yes, we add some time. End bad governance. End bad governance. We don't say end bad followership. Okay, the two must go, because the bad followers will lead to what? To bad leaders, to bad governance. Yes, if look at it, when you ask a primary school pupil what does he want to become, I can tell you that they will be talking about they want to become billionaire, even with what? With lesser stress, with lesser struggle, with lesser hard work. They want to be, let alone asking primary 1, primary 2, primary JSS and SS, all those ones, they'll be talking about having amassing billions of naira. Then you have those who are in institution, even without work. Some of them, they will see that never over their body, that they will never work for 70,000 naira that is being anticipated for. They believe that it is too small. Then look at their fathers, their mothers are collecting less than 30,000 naira, and they are using that money to take them or to sponsor their education. Look at what is happening now. That is why we want to see what Almighty Allah says from the Quran. Almighty Allah says that Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ لِمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو اللَّهَ وَالْيَوْمَ الْآخِرَ وَذَّكَرَ اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا. Almighty Allah, the best example, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ, the best example, or the only exemplary leadership or governance can be found in Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Liman kana yarji'u Allah wal yawm. For whoever is aiming to return to Almighty Allah, whether we like it or not, we are returning to Almighty Allah. Liman kana yarji'u Allah wal yawm al-akhir. And we are going to stand on the assembly, the highest assembly before Almighty Allah. But then we must be remembering Almighty Allah in our deeds. Then why Almighty Allah says that is that He knows that if you follow the doctrine of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, irrespective of religious sentiment, let us be candid, because Islam is not sent to only Muslims. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not sent to only Muslims. He was sent to the whole world, because he transacted with Christians, He transacted with Jew, even he transacted with idolaters. Is in the Quran. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. That very verse, Lakum dinukum waliyadin. Your religion is for you, my own is for me. I will not chastise your own. Don't rebuke my own religion. That is the boundary. Then in other things, in terms of transaction, buying and selling, learning, that's education, engineering, medical, everything, Allah wants us to operate on the same level. Don't be biased. Don't say this person is a Muslim, therefore I will not treat him very well. Or this person is a Christian, I will not. If you do that, Allah himself will punish you. Can you remember what happened during the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? A non-Muslim and a Muslim, they had a misunderstanding. Then they went to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They wanted to go to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then the non-Muslims also had their own leaders. Then the Muslims were saying that they should go to the leader of the non-Muslim. While the non-Muslim was saying that they should go to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know the logic behind it? The logic behind it is that it did what? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he will judge by what? By the justice that is being proclaimed in the Holy Quran. He will maintain justice irrespective of whose house is God. While that of the non-Muslim, then we judge according to influence, as we are doing it in Nigeria. If you have money, you can bribe your way in some, not all of them, in some of Nigerian courts. Yes, if you have your way. When people who stole bread can be sent to jail, people who embezzle billions of naira, will be enjoying themselves on the streets. Look at that one, injustice. Then how can we say that the society is going to be good? Prophet Muhammad, he will rule. Look at what Prophet Muhammad said. He said that if his only surviving child could steal, they have cut off his hand. Then all his children have died, then it remains only Fatima. Then he said that the only one that remains for him on earth, if he steals, they will cut the hand of the person. That is what? That is the justice that Islam is holding, that makes it to supersede any other religion in the world. He told them that if his only surviving child, only one, steals, they cut off the hand. There are so many things. Then the non-Muslim says that he knows that Prophet Muhammad is going to maintain justice. And he knows that his own leader, if somebody can bribe, like some people in Nigeria here, some leaders, some justice in Nigeria here, if you can be able to have your way to get something to pass to them, they are going to give you what you are not due for. Then the argument continued until the Muslims were very many that they were now telling the Muslims that the non-Muslims said that they should go to prayer. Why can't you go? He knows that he was guilty. He knows that if he can be able to bribe his way, he's going to have his way from the leader of the non-Muslims. Then they drag the two of them into the fold of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When they go to the place, he allowed the two of them, fair hearing side from Islam. He allowed the two of them to make their case. When they made their case, the Muslims was one of the disciples performing salat under Prophet Muhammad sallallahu behind him. Then he maintained justice and he asked the Muslim community to deal with the Muslim before the non-Muslim. That is justice. That's justice. Your religion is for you, my own religion is for me. We should know what we should not fight. That's what the Prophet is saying. That let us maintain our own religion, they maintain their own religion. In any other thing, when you want to worship on Sunday, I don't need to go with you to go and be saying hallelujah. When I'm going to Jumat, you don't need to come and say Allah Akbar, because our faith in that aspect are not the same. But any other thing, after Salat, after church program, we do them together. That is what it says. Don't pretend to come to the mosque as if you are part of my religion. No, I will not pretend to be part of you. Religion is between you and your creator. I don't need to pretend. Religion is between you and what? And your creator. Nothing concerns another person. Don't hate another person because of his religion. It is hypocrisy. It is stupidity. Because somebody does not come with you to the mosque, then you hate the person, then you are guilty. Then you have committed the sin against your against your God, because it's in the Quran that Allah said that if you wanted everybody to be practicing the same religion, he has the power to do it. Therefore, if he makes some people to be Christian, makes some people to be idolaters, makes some people to be also worshippers, nothing concerns Muslim about it. The only thing you can do is that you can preach to them. Don't capitalize that because they are religion, they are not sharing the same faith with you, then you hate them. No. Part of the duties of the youth in society, we are going to look at it from the aspect of one or two of the Sahaba of Prophet Muhammad after this time. Let us have a short time out. After that one, then you come back to the studio. Then we look at one or two examples of the disciples of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how they were guided by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Therefore, we want to look into the policy Nigeria wants to adopt. Not too young to rule. We are going to look at it from Islamic perspective. Let us have a short break. My pastor behind the scene, giving me a very beautiful production. God bless you. Be good. Yes, as we have said before we had a short break, we said that we are going to look into the life history of a particular caliph, a particular follower of Prophet Muhammad, one of the disciples. Then what he intended. The boy is the name is Said ibn Thabit. Said ibn Thabit is around 13 years of age. You know, it's a prime time. Around that very time, but you can't compare a 13-year-old of Nigerian to that of Saudi. Please let us be very, very careful. If you want to know what are the structure of a 13-year-old child or person of Saudi compared to that of Nigeria, we lack some basic nutrients. That is biodiversity. You can't compare. You can just go to your Google, look at how Saudi at the age of 13 years, how they grew. You can't say a 13-year-old in Nigeria who can be in JSS2 or JSS1. You want to compare it to that of that place? No, we don't have the same. But around 13 years, Thabit was that. That's Ibn Thabit. Then the boy went to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said that he wanted to defend Islam because during that time they were persecuting Islam. You call yourself a Muslim, they kill you. Even some of them they beat them. Some of them they slaughter them because they proclaim the name Islam. In Dina, in the lie, and Islam. Anybody who says that verse, don't have any time, they can kill the person. They said that he wanted to go and defend Islam. You know what the Prophet says? That means that you want to partake in the movement of governance of that very particular place. The Prophet said, hold on onto that. Don't do that one. Instead of doing that, go and learn. Look at it. That means that the duty, the prime duty, or the first function of every youth in the society is education. Look at it now. Prophet didn't say that you should go and fight because that very boy then was strong and hefty. Even when you compare to Nigeria, you will be comparing him to a person of 25 or 28 years. Yes, when you compare it 30 years in Saudi, then you are going to be comparing to somebody of 25 or thereabouts in Nigeria. Very hefty. He wanted to go and fight. Prophet said that no, go and learn different languages. Go and learn different languages. That is what the Prophet recommended. They allows the elder one to be using their intelligence and power to defend Islam. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then Said went to go and learn. Then he learned different religions. Then what has translated into one of the Nigerian courses now called linguistics. If you are studying linguistics, it comes from what? It comes from Islam. Yes, it comes from Islam. The boy went to go and learn different religions. French was there, English language was there, different Portugal, many language was there. He went to go and learn. That is why we say the first university on this surface of the world was what? Was established by what? By Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The first university, which was in Cairo, yes, was established by Islam. The first university in the world. All these Harvard and something, they came later. As a university is still there now. It's the first university in the world. Therefore, the boy went to go and learn it. When after learning it, after some time, Prophet Muhammad he died. After he died, then as people were fighting Islam fighting back, then many of Islamic scholars were killed. Many memorizers of Quran were killed. Then the challenge now comes that if they continue killing them like that, there will be a time that the Quran, that Almighty Allah proclaimed to be a book, will never be will cease to be a book again. Therefore, the commandment of Almighty Allah is that Adeleke lekitabu la raiba fi, that the Quran, Adeleke al-kitab, al-kitab, Quran must be a kitab. But during all those times, they didn't have enough time to write them in a book. Then they wrote Quran on different objects. They wrote it on bones, they wrote it on wall, they wrote it on stone and on so many places. Then they put some of them in a museum. That is where museum started. Therefore, there is nothing good that doesn't have any traceable effect from the Quran or from Islam. Then when they were dying, then Umar now said that they suggested that Quran should be compiled. Then this Zaid ibn Thabit was made because he has become a linguist. He understood every language spoken around that particular time. Then he was asked to be the leader or to chair the compilers. Then different people were bringing it, they were comparing it to each other, then they compiled everything and they wrote it down. The first one that was written down, they wrote the whole Quran in hand, in the same language. That is why Prophet Muhammad, he said that you should learn you should learn Arabic language because of some things. Part of it is that you should learn Arabic because it is the language that you are going to speak in the heaven, whether you like it or not. Somebody say, that is the word. That is the reference that we are, everybody that comes to this world, we are going to speak Arabic language in heaven. That is the first one. The second one is that you should learn Arabic because the prophet of Almighty Allah sent to the world, sent to the whole world, not a section, was an Arabian. Yes. Another one is that you should learn the Arabic language because the book of life, which is the Quran, was written in Arabic. Mr. Joseph, thank you very much. God bless you. And we are rounding up. Therefore, Said compiled the Quran and it becomes what we can read today. Yes, somebody will say that, why some people, why can Quran burn if you burn it? Yes, Quran was written in a paper, as I told you, that if you want to annihilate, you want to destroy Quran, that means that you are going to destroy all the brains of millions of people who have memorized the Quran, which is not possible. But to burn book, you are only burning book, you can never burn the Quran. You can never condemn the Quran because Almighty Allah says that he said that he is the one he was the one who revealed the Holy Quran, and he is the one that we continue to safeguard the Quran till the end of this world. That is why Quran remains the only book that is unchallengeable throughout this world. It remains the only book that has never been reviewed in this world. Is the only legacy of Almighty Allah, or the highest sign of Almighty Allah on earth. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the convenient point we are going to draw the curtain of the program. By the way of God, I appreciate Mr. Johnson. I appreciate my pastor for this production. I'm just Adeleke saying, Ma salam wa ila liqa.